Hey guys, what's up? It's Clay. Today I'm going to be doing an updated DVD and Blu-ray collection on some recent pickups I've gotten pretty much since quarantine started. I did do a TV show collection where I showed off some of these or some newer ones that I got, but they won't be included in this. These are just the ones that I've gotten recently and haven't been able to put into my actual cases yet. So there's quite a few of them, and I'm going to start with the ones I just recently got yesterday at Dollar Tree, because a Dollar Tree near where I live had the Weekly Wow was the Blu-rays and DVDs, and I found a lot of them. I've never bought this many movies from Dollar Tree before. So this was kind of cool to find all these different ones. So let's get started because this is going to be a long video. So the first one I have here is this AD, The Bible Continues. If you watched any of my DVD collection videos or my TV show collection, you would have saw the Bible, the TV series. And this picks up where that left off pretty much with the resurrection of Jesus after the crucifixion. I don't remember this as much as I did the Bible series, but it is from the same people, and I did like the Bible series, and it was pretty much the best representation of the Bible, and as a Christian, that's what you look for. So this was pretty good. This is a Blu-ray, and it basically, like I said, it picks up right where the other one left off. So this was kind of cool. I did watch some of this on TV when it came out, but I don't really remember it because I don't remember getting into it as much as I did the Bible, but this is still a good series, I think. So I got that. That's 4-disc set. This next one I picked up solely for the purpose of it being $1. The Amazing Spider-Man 2. It was crap. I hate this movie. And the only reason I bought it is because now I only need The Amazing Spider-Man, which was still bad. But this was $1. I said, what the heck? Now I'll have all the Spider-Mans except The Amazing Spider-Man. I'm never going to rewatch this because it was trash the first time I saw it. But $1, I picked it up just to have another Spider-Man movie. This one's a documentary. This is America's National Parks and Eagles View. So it basically does like a flyover, kind of like panorama of the different national parks in North America. From Yellowstone to Glacier National Park, Yellowstone, so all of those. And it's basically a documentary on the national parks, and so I love nature and stuff like that. So this is kind of neat to see a documentary like this. This isn't from BBC, but it still seems pretty interesting. I do like these nature documentaries, so I picked that one up. And again, all of these were $1 from Dollar Tree. This is the first DVD. This is the Amityville Horror. This is the remake with Ryan Reynolds, I believe. Yes, Ryan Reynolds. I've never seen this. I've never seen the original. I don't mind some of these horror movies. This is one, it says based on a true story. I don't know. But I've heard mixed reviews on this, and for $1, I said, what the heck? I probably wouldn't buy it any other time, but since it was $1, I figured I'd pick it up. This next one is Blitz, starring Jason Statham. I really know nothing about this movie. I just know that Jason Statham and Aidan Gillen are in this. But basically, I think Jason Statham plays like a cop who goes around killing cop killers or something like that. But it's called Blitz. So I picked it up mostly because it's a Jason Statham action movie. This next one is a Chuck Norris Total Attack Pack. This has those 4 movies there: The Lone Wolf, McQuaid, Missing in Action, or McQuaid, whatever, Missing in Action, Code of Silence, and The Delta Force. I've never really seen that many Chuck Norris movies. But Chuck Norris has been in a lot of good action movies, and I did want to start watching some more of his movies because I do have a Chuck Norris collection. I've just never gotten around to watching it. So I do want to check some of these out. And for $1 you get 4 movies. That's not a bad deal. So I picked that one up. This next one seemed really interesting, and I really like this cover on this. This is Distorted, starring Christina, Ricci, and John Cusack. I don't know what it is with John Cusack playing these roles where he's like a paranormal investigator type guy, but that's pretty much what this is. She lives in like an apartment complex or something that may or may not be haunted, and he comes in and has to try and figure out what's going on. It seemed interesting, and again, only $1, and this came out in like 2018, so the fact that there was such a newer movie at Dollar Tree that I'd never like heard of or seen previews for or anything was kind of weird. But I picked it up because it did seem interesting, and I do like John Cusack, so I picked that up. This next one is Entourage, the movie. I've heard mixed things about this, and I picked it up. I don't know if I'll ever watch it, but it was $1, so I picked that one up. Her is the next one, starring Joaquin Phoenix. Again, heard mixed reviews on this one, and it did win an Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay in 2014. I've heard mixed reviews of this, and it is kind of like a love story, so I might not watch it, but it's Joaquin Phoenix before he did Joker, so it's kind of a different role. But I know he's been in other stuff too, but still. So I might check this out, I might not, but that was another one I bought for $1. Howl. This is basically, I guess, about like a werewolf or something. It's kind of like a cheesy horror movie, I guess, and I kind of like those, those cheesy monster horror movies. So yeah, I figured I'd check this one out. So the next one I grabbed was this Tom Hanks and Felicity Jones movie, Inferno. This is the third one in the trilogy with the Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons. I have the Da Vinci Code, I've never seen it, and Angels and Demons I have not seen, nor do I have on DVD, but I picked this one up because it is $1, and I did start watching some of this on TV the one day, and I think you pretty much have to watch the other two, maybe, in order to understand what's going on. But I picked it up because it is Tom Hanks and Felicity Jones, and I do want to get Angels and Demons and watch all 3 of these. So yeah, I grabbed that one for $1. This next one is The Judge, starring Robert Downey Jr. and Robert Duvall. I've heard good things about this movie. I'm not a huge fan of Robert Downey Jr. Anybody that knows me knows that. I mean, I don't like him as Sherlock Holmes. He was fine in Dolittle, and he does play a good Iron Man, but he's just not my favorite actor. But I've heard this movie was good, and I do want to check it out. And so I grabbed this, because like I said, I haven't seen a lot of Blu-rays and DVDs as the weekly wow at a lot of the Dollar Trees I go to. You know, they're usually just back in the actual section instead of out front. So to be able to go when they actually had these out was kind of cool. So we got, I think, 5 or 6 more here from Dollar Tree. This next one is 5 movies starring Sam Elliott. So this has The Ranger, The Cook, and A Hole in the Sky, Treasure State, Prairie Fever, Pioneer Woman, and Rugged Gold. Sam Elliott's a good actor. I've seen him in some stuff. And, you know, this came with this other set. They were wrapped together. It was this Wanted, Dead or Alive 13 features pack. This has Bonanza, 8 episodes of Bonanza, The Outlaw, The Lucky Texan, Angel and the Bad Man, Blue Steel, and Once Upon a Texas Train. Some of these have John Wayne. This last one, Once Upon a Texas Train, has Willie Nelson, and The Outlaw has Jane Russell. But these are all like Western type movies. But these 2 sets were in together. So I do want to check these out because I haven't seen them yet. But these are older movies, and I do kind of like some of these Western movies. So I got those together for $1, so that was kind of cool. You got like 13 movies on one and 5 on the other. This next one is Stan Lee and Kevin Smith Save the World. This basically is different like mini segments of Stan Lee and Kevin Smith, who I believe either directed some of the Marvel movies or wrote some of the comic books, or both, or something. But they do interviews with them, I guess, and they talk about the different Marvel comics. And with Stan Lee, you know, passing away not that long ago, rest in peace, Stan Lee. And you know, Kevin Smith did. He's a director. He did Clerks, Chasing Amy, and Dogma. At least it says that on here. And probably some other things too. But these first 2 are with Kevin Smith, and then this one is Stan Lee talking about Marvel and the contributions he's made to it over the years. So this is kind of neat, you know, as a Marvel fan and a comic book fan. This is kind of cool to see. I've never really seen anything like this, so to find this for $1 at Dollar Tree, you know, was kind of cool. I mean, it's unique, it's different. So I will check that out. This next one is an animated thing. This is Superman / Batman Apocalypse. I'm not a huge fan of DC stuff, but this cover, you can see, is like metallic, kind of like that, where the light glares off of it. I really like slipcovers like that, and this seemed interesting because it's basically like Batman v Superman, where Batman and Superman end up recruiting Wonder Woman, and they team up against Apocalypse, I guess, even though that's the name of an X-Men villain. But yeah, DC has never really been my favorite, and this includes an exclusive short, Green Arrow. But you know, I figured I'd check it out. It was only $1, and it looks kind of cool. And then this last one from Dollar Tree from yesterday is 2,000 Years of Christianity. This basically talks about, it's basically a documentary on how Christianity has evolved over 2,000 years, since Jesus and before that and everything else, how it came to be and what it's been like since then, like since the start to now, where Christianity at. It's kind of cool, and it's in one of these like mega boxes. It's got 6 DVDs in it. As you can see, they're all together on, like, the discs are all underneath each other, and I hate it when they do that, but what are you gonna do? That's how it's in the case. So as a Christian, I like stuff like this, and I'll watch this just to see how accurate it is, I guess. But it was kind of unique because I've never really seen anything like this before. And it's the history of, Christianity and the faith and the religion of it. So that was kind of cool. So that's it for my Dollar Tree stuff from yesterday, as of when I'm recording this. So I'm gonna go show you the stuff I bought at Walmart in the same day that I bought these, and then I'll show you the stuff that I've just gotten the past couple weeks before that, from different places: Walmart, Dollar General, all that stuff. So this was it for Dollar Tree. Let's move on to Walmart. Alright, so these are the ones I picked up at Walmart the same day I went to that Dollar Tree. So I got the Batmans. I got Batman, Batman Returns, and Batman and Robin. These are those Warner Brothers cases, iconic movie cases that they're putting out, and most of these have a number on the side, which you'll see later on in this video. But for some reason the Batman ones don't. But I do like these slip covers, as they are different than the actual cover, and I like that. That's what, in my opinion, a slip cover is supposed to do. It's not supposed to be the same image just on a slip cover, because I don't really like that. But these, I know they're not the best Batman movies, but they were each $5, and I figured, what the heck, because they are in those cool slip covers, and they're those Warner Brothers iconic movie cases. So I picked those 3 up, even though I know they're, especially Batman and Robin with Mr. Freeze, aren't the best. But for $5, I said, what the heck. This next one is a newer movie that just came out. This is The Hunt. Now, there was an older version of this movie, I think, and this is the newer one with Hilary Swank. I didn't really think it was all that interesting when I saw it in theaters, or when I saw the previews for it. I did not see it in theaters, because I didn't think it was that interesting, but I picked it up because I heard good things about it, and people were saying it was a good movie, so I'd probably watch it. I don't know, though. No guarantees, but I did pick it up, and I do like this slip cover. But I don't know if I'll ever watch this. If you guys have seen this, let me know in the comments what you thought of this movie, because I've heard mixed things on it, and I bought it to check it out, and I don't know. I have to watch a movie before I say I don't like it. But if other people are saying they don't like it, it makes me kind of not want to watch it in the first place. So I don't know if I'll ever check it out, but that's The Hunt. 2 more here from Walmart before we move on to these past week's movies. Mad Max Fury Road. This one does have a number on the side from that Warner Brothers iconic thing. The last movie is also one of those Warner Brothers iconic movies. And I like these because they have quotes from the movies on it, and it says, who said it. So it says, "Oh, what a day, what a lovely day," and it's from Nux in the movie. I've never seen this. I've never seen any of the Mad Max. I think, isn't there 2 or 3 before this? But I picked this one up because it was $5 and it was one of those numbered cases from Warner Brothers. I'm trying to collect all of these. I hopefully will get the other Mad Max movies, if there was more than one, or the first one or whatever, and watch them, because I know at least the first one a lot of people really enjoy. So I don't know if I have to watch the other ones to watch this, but I got that for that set. And then the last one is North by Northwest, also from that set. This is number 8, with the quote on the front there. It says, "They said I led too dull a life," from Roger Thornhill. This is from Alfred Hitchcock, and it stars Cary Grant. I don't know if I'm ever going to watch this. I've heard of the movie, but I've never really heard people talk about the movie. So I don't know if I'd be interested in it or not, but that's North by Northwest. And like I said, it's in one of these Warner Brothers slip covers. And I like these because they're different than the actual case. But that's it for yesterday's pickups. So let's move on to previous weeks, where I picked stuff up from Walmart and Dollar General. Alright, so we do have quite a bit more to go through, so I'm going to try and do this fast and not talk as much about these. But this first one I got from Walmart, this was like $10 or something like that. It's Agatha and the Truth of Murder. Basically, Agatha Christie, who's a murder mystery writer. That's not actually her, that's Ruth Bradley playing her. But she basically ends up helping the police solve real murders based on the knowledge she has of how murders work and stuff from writing about them. And she realizes it's actually harder than just how she writes it to be in the books. And so it's kind of neat. And she wrote Murder on the Orient Express along with some other stuff. And I really liked Murder on the Orient Express. I've never read any of her books because I'm not a huge book person. I watch movies more than I read. I probably should read more, but I don't. But I picked this up just to check this out and see what it's like and see where they can go with some of this Agatha Christie stuff. So that was Agatha and the Mystery of Murder, or the Truth of Murder, sorry. This next one was a recent one, just came out. This is the Blackout Invasion Earth from Shout Factory, I believe. I've heard good things about this, and it was like $7 or something like that, $7 to $10 at Walmart, and it seems interesting. Basically, there's like one civilization of people left on Earth, and the Blackout is coming, and they have to try and survive whatever the Blackout is. But it sounds interesting, and it seems like a unique concept. And I know a lot of people said, I've talked to people who have seen this, and they said it was a pretty decent movie. So I grabbed this to check it out, and I like this cover on this. That's really cool. But so there's the Blackout Invasion Earth. This next one I got for $3.74 from Walmart. This is Candyman. This is a classic, starring Tony Todd. This is the collector's edition. This has 2 discs, the theatrical and unrated cuts, which is kind of cool. I've never seen Candyman. I know a lot of people say it's a good movie, a good horror movie at least, and I do want to check it out. This was on my list of ones to buy if I ever saw it, like in stores or something, and so I have been wanting to check this out, and I can't wait to watch it. But Candyman basically is like this. He's like a spirit or something isn't he? It says on the back here, if I can get it to focus. But he's a slave spirit with a hook hand who is said to haunt a notorious housing project. So basically, if you say his name like 5 times in the house, he'll pop up and start killing people or something like that. So it's kind of like Beetlejuice in a way. But it really, really classic movie. I know a lot of people said they really enjoy this, and I have been wanting to check it out, but I could never find it anywhere. I know you can order them online, but I don't usually like to do that. I just buy stuff in stores sometimes, but that's Candyman. This next one I got from Dollar General. This is another copy of The Delta Force starring Chuck Norris. This was in that Chuck Norris pack I showed earlier on in the video. Basically, I bought this before I bought the Chuck Norris pack I got with the 4 movies in it. So I really don't need this. I could get rid of this copy if I wanted to, because it's in that set, but I don't know. I mean, it's on Blu-ray, and I got this for $4 at Dollar General, and it was Chuck Norris. That's why I picked it up, but I have it in that set now, so I don't really need that one, but I showed it anyways because I did pick it up. Dragonheart Vengeance is the next one. I think, isn't this based on a book or something like that? Leave in the comments below if you remember a book called Dragonheart, because I'm pretty sure I remember a book or a TV series or something called Dragonheart. But basically, Helena Bonham Carter voices the dragon, Sivith. This just seemed interesting. I mean, it gives me like Aragon type vibes. It's obviously not Aragon. But basically the dragon becomes friends with a human, and stuff happens, and they go on adventures or something like that. But this is a really cool slipcover. I mean, it's the same as the actual case, which I hate, but really cool slipcover here, and the movie sounded interesting, and I did look it up, and a lot of people were saying it's not a bad movie, so I grabbed it just to check it out, because I am into that kind of like monster, well, it's not really a monster, but like those kind of like mythical movies and stuff like that. This next one's another classic. This is Goodfellas, with this Warner Brothers classic movies case or slipcover on it, you know, just like those ones I showed you from Walmart in the last one. It has a different slip than what's on the actual cover, but this stars Robert De Niro, Ray Liotta, and Joe Pesci, along with others. This is one I've been wanting to check out. This is like a gangster type movie, you know, like The Godfather and stuff like that. And it is very classic, and a lot of people say this is a good movie, and I have been wanting to check it out. I could never find it anywhere for real cheap, but I wanted to get it on DVD because the Blu-rays don't have those numbers for the Warner Brothers stuff. I don't know why they don't, but most of the DVDs do. But the Walmart I went to when I bought this didn't have the DVD copy of it, so I just got it on Blu-ray. But I guess, I mean, at least I have it, so that's kind of cool. So that's Goodfellas. I do want to check this one out. I can't wait to watch it because I haven't seen it yet, and I should. This next one I have seen. This is another one in the Warner Brothers covers. Warner Brothers slip cover type thing. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. This is Gran Torino starring Clint Eastwood. Really good movie. If you haven't seen this, I do recommend you check it out. I have seen it. This is one of only a few Clint Eastwood movies I've actually watched from start to finish. I've seen this twice now, I think, on TV. Really good movie. I really enjoyed this when I saw it. And again, same thing, I wanted to get it on DVD so that it would have the number on the side, but They didn't have the DVD of it, so I just picked it up on Blu-ray. And like I said, at least I have it. And I do prefer Blu-rays because I have a Blu-ray player. But this is a really good movie. Definitely check out Gran Torino if you haven't seen it. It came out in 2008 or something like that, I think. This next one I got from Dollar General. This is Horrible Bosses. It just, a lot of people said this is really funny, really good-ish movie. I've heard mixed stuff on it, but it's got Jason Bateman, Charlie Day, Jason Sudeikis, Jennifer Aniston, Colin Farrell, Kevin Spacey, and Jamie Foxx. So yeah, I mean, I picked it up because it was only $4, and I've heard a lot of mixed stuff on this, so I'll check it out. And like I said, I have to watch a movie before I say I don't like it, or before I decide to get rid of it. This next one's another one of those Warner Brothers classic movies or iconic movies. This is Inception in one of those cases. This is number 11. Inception is a movie I know a lot of people love, and I call myself a movie lover, but I've never seen this. And I had never had it, and Christopher Nolan directed this, and people say it's great. I do want to watch it. I could never find it anywhere for cheap enough, and then I was like, what the heck? I'll buy it now while it's $5, and it's got this cool slip cover on it. So I picked this up. Still haven't watched it, but definitely on my list of stuff to watch because a lot of people say this is a good movie, and I do want to check this out. I've been wanting to for a while, and I finally got it. This next one's a new movie, just came out on DVD. This is The Invisible Man. Again, just like with The Hunt, it wasn't something that I wanted to see like in theaters, and it just didn't seem that interesting to me. But I heard a lot of people say it was really good and it has a twist ending to it. And I do like these kinds of movies, these like horror movies and stuff, or thriller, or whatever you want to call them. And it's certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, so that's good. But I heard a lot of good things about this, so I did pick it up. Most of these movies I picked up I haven't seen yet. But Elizabeth Moss, they said she did really good in this movie, and they really liked it. So I do want to check this out. Let me know if you've seen this, and let me know what you think of this movie, if you liked it or not. Because I do need to check this out. I need to start watching more movies. I buy all these movies to watch them, and I never watch them. This next one is kind of a two-pack. It's The Magnificent Seven, which includes this movie, Silverado, which I'd never heard of. I bought it for The Magnificent Seven. Just because I wanted to watch this. I've heard a lot of good things about The Magnificent Seven. I have wanted to check it out. It's got Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt, Ethan Hawke, some other people in it, but I didn't know it came with Silverado until I got home, and I was like, oh hey, it includes this other movie in it. I need to start reading cases before I bring them home, but people said this is a really good movie, so I do want to check this out. Haven't seen it yet, but that's the Magnificent Seven. I do like these like action, entertaining as hell movies. So yeah, I have to check this out because I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard good things about it. This next one is Stephen King. This is one I've wanted to watch forever, and my dad kept telling me, you need to get this, and I could never find it. Even if I looked it up, like every time I got on Amazon to look it up, they always said that it was sold out, or they didn't have it in stock or something, so I could never buy it. But I finally found it. It was $5. This is The Mist from Stephen King. Uh, Such a classic movie, and I've still yet to watch it, obviously, but I can't wait to see it because I do love Stephen King stuff. And I think Christine is my favorite of all of his, but I do want to check this out, so I can't wait to watch that. That's the mist from Stephen King. They end up getting stuck in a grocery store or something, or a supermarket or something like that, to avoid the mist, and some stuff happens at the end. So it's I've heard it's a good movie, and I do need to check it out. And now that I got it, I'll probably end up watching that first before I watch anything else. This next one is a 4-pack of comedy-ish movies. So you got National Lampoon's Animal House, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Dazed and Confused, and Weird Science. These are all older movies, and I have heard of all of them. I've just never seen any of them. And funny enough, I actually have like a list of movies that I hear about, and I'm like, hey, I might want to buy them and check them out. And I bring it with me whenever I go to the store. So, like, if it's on my list, I usually buy those before I buy anything else. And all of these were on that list, and the fact that all 4 of them are here is kind of cool. Because, they might not be something that I like, but they are classic movies, and I haven't seen them yet, and both my parents have told me I should watch different ones of these. So the fact that all 4 of them are right here, and a lot of people do enjoy these movies, is the reason I picked this up. It was only $7, $7.50, something like that, at Walmart, and so I grabbed that. It has 4 movies in it. This next one is another Stephen King thing, Nightmares and Dreamscapes, from the stories of Stephen King. This has 8 mind-bending stories, and this is just this is one of a side slip, but that's really cool slip cover there, and it's got two cases in it with different discs, or different episodes on each disc. So yeah, you got those ones on here, and then these ones on here, and this is just something like I think there's a book from Stephen King called Nightmares and Dreamscapes or something like that. And again, I love Stephen King stuff, so the fact that I found 2 Stephen King things in one day, and this one I had never even heard of. Like, I didn't know if it was a TV series or if it was like a bunch of like mini movies or like a mini series type of thing. But Stephen King, love it, so I picked that one up to check that out because I do love a lot of his stuff. This next one I got from Dollar General. This is Prisoners, starring Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal. It sounds interesting. It really did. $4, and basically Hugh Jackman's daughter and her friend or something like that end up getting captured, and Jake Gyllenhaal plays the detective that investigates what happened. And it sounds interesting. It's got 2 phenomenal actors in it, and for $4 you can't beat that. So I said, what the heck, and I picked it up, and I looked up reviews of it, and a lot of people said they liked it. So I'm kind of eager to watch this now, because I like seeing actors known for something in like different roles. Like Hugh Jackman, it's a completely different role than Wolverine. I mean, I know he's been in other stuff, but I know him from Wolverine and X-Men and all that other stuff. So, and Jake Gyllenhaal, really, I've seen him in a lot of stuff. I just never really knew who he was, and so the fact that both of them are in this movie, I think, makes it really good. But I do want to check this out because I've heard good things about it, and like I said, it was $4 at Dollar Tree. These next 2 are my last 2 DVDs in this video, both Warner Brothers iconic movie collection series movies. So we have Tom Cruise in Risky Business and Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, starring Kevin Costner. These have the numbers on the side. That one's 9 and 40. I bought Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves because I have been wanting to check it out. It's got Alan Rickman in it. Rest in peace, Severus Snape. And I've been trying to... I really like Alan Rickman as an actor, not just because I like Harry Potter and Snape's my favorite character, but just because I think he's a good actor, and I've been trying to get a lot of stuff that he's in, so I can try and see what kind of range of acting he can do. And so I picked this up mostly because he was in it, but also because it's in the Warner Brothers series. And Risky Business is just a classic. Everybody knows the scene where Tom Cruise comes sliding out in the doorway in his underwear with his white shirt on, and starts dancing and stuff. I've never actually seen either one of these, and I know Risky Business is classic, and I think everybody's seen it, but I have never seen either one of these, but I've heard good things about both of them, and like I said, this one is classic, and I do want to check them both out, and I will get around to it at some point. So that's my last 2 DVDs from this, and then the rest are all going to be Blu-rays. So the next one we got here is Robocop. This is the 2014, I think, version of the movie with Samuel L. Jackson, Michael Keaton, Gary Oldman, all the different big named actors in it. I have seen this, but it was $5, and I said, what the heck. I went into Dollar General and came out with a couple movies. I didn't even know Dollar General sold movies. I really didn't, but here we go. Robocop. I wanted to, I don't like going into places and just buying one movie, because then it's like I just basically went there for that. So I like to try and help out and buy multiple things. And I mean, it's not a horrible movie. I've seen some crappy movies, and this isn't that bad when you look compared to those, but it is still pretty bad as a movie. But that's Robocop. This next one I've heard of. I've just never seen it or heard anybody talk about it. It's Shoot 'Em Up, starring Clive Owen and Paul Giamatti and Monica Bellucci. It seems interesting. It is like an action romance type of thing, but I picked that up because it was $4 at Dollar General. Another one. All of these are from Dollar General, by the way. All these Blu-rays. This one's a 3-pack of Speed, Broken Arrow, and Entrapment. I got it for Speed. I've seen Speed 2 or 3 times now on TV, and it's a really good movie. Definitely check out Speed if you haven't. It's got a young Keanu Reeves, Sandra Bullock, Dennis Hopper's in it, Jeff Daniels is in it. So it's a really good movie about Keanu Reeves on a train. Sandra Bullock becomes the train driver because a bus, because the bus can't go. I think it's a bus. Is it a train? No, it's a bus. Because it can't go past a certain speed, or it'll explode. And it's a really unique concept for a movie. But I really enjoy the movie. Definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. And Broken Arrow and Entrapment, I don't know anything about. I bought it for Speed, but if you've seen either of these two, let me know if I should check them out, because I mean, John Travolta and Christian Slater are in that one, and then Sean Connery and Catherine Zeta-Jones. I've heard of these. I just never really wanted to get them and check them out, but I figured, what the heck, 3 movies for $4, not a bad deal. But I picked it up mostly for Speed, because Speed is a good movie. Definitely check that one out. Next is The Usual Suspects. Heard lots of good things about this. basically like a crime is committed or something, and they round up all of these people as the suspects, and then they have to figure out who did it, I guess. I've heard people say they really enjoy this movie, so I did, and I have wanted to see it, so I picked it up. They're looking for Kaiser Sose, but I haven't actually watched this yet, but that's the usual suspects. This next one I picked up just because it is an anniversary collection of it. I think it's like the 50th anniversary, and it was cheap, and I kind of like the rendition that they did in Teen Beach Movie. This is West Side Story. I know it's nothing even close to what actually happened, but I picked it up just to have it because it is a classic, and it's got this really cool like red cardboard thing on here, if you can see that. But it's the 50th anniversary collection edition of West Side Story, and it is a classic. I've never actually seen it, but I might check it out. And then this last one is the 33, about the miners that got trapped in the mine. This stars Cote de Pablo, Lou Diamond Phillips is in it, Antonio Banderas is in it. Just a great cast, and it's based on a true story, and I like a lot of these because it shows you like a lot of emotion and what actually happened during these, and you hear the stories on the news of what happened, but then to actually see how you picture it compared to how it's actually shown is just like it's kind of neat to compare, like what happens. And I do like a lot of these non-fiction type of things, ones based off of true stories. If they're good and realistic, I tend to like them. Like the Paranormal Activity stuff, I don't really get into that. But ones like this and the Patriots Day and Hacksaw Ridge and stuff, I really enjoy. I haven't seen this yet. I do want to check it out because it is one of those non-fiction ones. But let me know if you've seen this at all, and if you think I would like it. So that's it, guys, for this updated collection. I had a couple more that were supposed to come, but they didn't make it in time for this video. So maybe they'll be, if I do another one of these, maybe they'll be in that one, or they'll be in my updated collection video, depending on what I do next. But let me know what you guys think of any of these movies, if you've seen any of them, if you haven't seen any of them, if you'd like my review, like if you'd like for me to watch some of these and then give my review on them, or the ones I have seen, give you a review on those. Let me know what kind of stuff you want to see off of these, and I hope you enjoyed this, because I know I like watching a lot of these haul videos and stuff. So take care, guys, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.